Elephant in the room. There goes Great Scott sitting the kin down on a volcano again. That's interesting to wake up this morning and see that families, communities, exes trying to sacrifice an earth angel over money. Isn't that a great thing to wake up to? And then what pops up in the algorithm? Alaska. I hear it's cold there. I hear they pay you just to live there. Just to live there. I don't know if I'd want to live there right now. It's probably pretty warm. The Great Sit-Kin Island volcano is erupting. It's just the Sit-Kin. Sit-Kin. Is that God telling the kin to sit the fuck down? You find something safe to do. What an elephant in the room, huh? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Now, I did hear one of the ladies say she was picking up zombie apocalypse energy. Well, now I said that last year. If you go back many videos, I said that last year. I said that's exactly what would be happening. You know, I did see something about corporate sacrifice energy with an explosion of oil, whatever that's about. I don't pay much attention. I don't care. I don't care about the oil field anymore. I did that for a long time. Anyway, well, that was a long time ago. Led to healing. Everything happens for a reason. But if water holds energy, and there's been plenty of experiments done with how, you bless water, it holds positive energy. If you curse the water, they say that shit can even make you sick. Now, I would say that if fossil fuels truly come from the great ferocious lizards, well, I mean, what kind of... Those were put in the ground for a reason. And when you unearth that kind of energy, what is it? What is that? What is that energy rising up going to do? That's ferocious. That's lizard brain energy, and it's what it is. I mean, knowing that body jumper is going to be an issue, and knowing that it can be fueled by the type of energy that fossil fuels hold, I would assume. You talk nice to the water. You can't tell me that oil wasn't water at one time, holding a very, very ferocious energy. Anyway, who knows? Who cares? I don't care. I'm protected from all that shit, so I'm not worried about it. But to hear they tried to sacrifice the Earth Angel yet again for money, and then when I see 4 zeros, I know that's God. That's 4 zeros angel number. It's a representation of God. So when God speaks to me with the Great Sit-Kin Island volcano, that's not Lizard People Island. No. That's the Great Sit-Kin Island in Alaska. It's cold there. It's cold this time. Probably icy Pisces cold, but who cares? Who cares? We're not responsible for how other people feel. We're just not responsible for how other people feel. However, I would assume that, like I had said last year, calling my light back from wherever it was harvested, if I don't know where it's coming from, it's my energy. What will be taken will be returned. Just don't expect it to return in the way that it was taken. And that's a double-edged sword. The shit that we take from other people, that bounces off of the protective light shield and goes right back onto them. In groups, gaggles, hives and herds. Hives and herds. Let's not forget the hives and the herds of reptilian-brained individuals. The reptilian brain controls sex, fight, or flight. If there are 3 ways that a jinn enters a human vessel or that body jumper, based on heightened states of rage, heightened states of fear, chances are you got to get out of your reptilian brain. You got to get out of that primordial lizard brain. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I don't care to do anything about that. It's not my problem. I've got enough shit to do. I have enough things to do than to worry about the Great Sit-Kin Island. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. As far as I'm concerned, take those that can't get along for the greatest good of all, and just toss them in the volcano island. It's just what they can go live there. I don't care. God us how that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Let's do some stranger things, shall we? To wake up to the clickbait of family communities still trying to cause delays, to cause injury, insult to injury of a Sagittarius temperance energy and Neptune that rules Pisces sun. Okay, congratulations. That's what it is. God gave him a gift. God gave the kin a gift. It's not Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. No. It is the Great Sit-Kin Island volcano in Alaska for icy Pisces. That's what it is. We go from no-go Scott IA yesterday to the Great Sit-Kin. We got to sit the kin down. Just got to sit the kin down. It's just what it is. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I know people are going to be getting nervous and running on fear and rage. Okay, great. What are the 3 ways that fucking forbidden Egyptian energy enters the body? And you've got readers already picking up the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, it's just what it is. It's possession. It's just what it is. It's in God's hands. It's in God's hands. God's making an example of the kin, sitting them down on an island. Now, if you will do your research, the INFJ goddess Hestia, I mean, we had Aztec energy in the cards fucking all last week. Okay, cool. The Aztec sun god and lord of divination, smoke and mirrors, scrying is Tezcatlipoca. Okay, cool. So that math is mathing. And then today, the Great Sit-Kin Island in Alaska is having a volcanic eruption. The INFJ goddess Hestia fought these individuals with volcanoes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Shows you what research does, doesn't it? It's just what it is. They don't do their research, and it's what it is. I can't do I'm not responsible for fucking how intelligent or not people are. Thank you, Spirit. You've got Mourning Pisceanos. If you're a Pisces and you carouse Tarotland, you know who that is. You're Pisces. Who is this clown? This is embarrassing. Well, I'm sure it is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. So sorry that there's clowns out there embarrassing the good name of Pisces. Let's remember Father's Day. We did have a reader that said the devil is working through Pisces toxic X. Cool. That's not Pisces. That would probably be the fucking clown embarrassment that's all over the Pisces collective today. It's just what it is. That's right. Throw the clowns down the well. Do. You ever watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast? Don't send in the clowns. I think I'll make a short with that. That's what it is. That's always a cheery song, isn't it? Little Space Ghost Coast to Coast for your body jumping needs. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. And like I said, it just takes time for this shit to come to fruition. When I get evidence of it, months ago, and I tell you about it, and now it's here. Well, all that does is just solidify the fact that the INFJ is 10 steps fucking ahead of these people. We told you. Did you do anything to keep it from coming to fruition? Or did you give it the energy to manifest? Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. I would assume these people keep doing the same thing over and over again. They've tried everything and they're out of options. Okay, great. Who are these people? What all did they try? And why are they out of options? What was their end result or goal? Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Sounds like the fucking case is solved. They have finally given up, and now God's tossing them into Alaska on the Great Sit-Kin Island. Sounds like they need to find something safe to do, doesn't it? Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Simple enough. Now, next prediction, and you don't want my predictions coming true. I said that a long time ago. However, if what comes around goes around, and that was these corrupt officials' plan, their plan that they were going to have into effect is we'll just wait till that individual needs assistance. And then when they need assistance, we will deem them crazy and have them committed. Great. Now they're going to be afraid for every call that they go to. The body jumper's already been confirmed. I can't do anything about that. Do they have spiritual protection? Cool. Not my problem. Thank you, Spirit. Do we have women cooking dogs in Texas and blaming it on the devil? Cool. That's a possession, I would assume. And for it to happen right at the same time, that's what it is. Math is mathing. We're figuring it out. When you leave an INFJ Pisces to put a puzzle together by themselves, it's Bob Ross. You're watching Bob Ross. Do you sit there and complain about, oh, we'll just put this little entity and this fucking human over here? It's just what it is. It's not a bird in a bush. It's not a bird, and it's not a little, but it's a cute little bird in this bush over here. It's not what it is. Thank you, Spirit. And to hear that energy, oh, they can't believe they have let it get this far out of control. Well, who are they? And what did they let get this far out of control? That's my question. Who are they? And what have they allowed to get so far out of control? Because that's the they problem. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. That's not a me problem. They wanted you to go crazy. They'll be going crazy. That's what it is. What they wanted for another is what is now happening to them. Cards in the upright. Yeah, look at that. Did you see that sleight of hand? Did you see the whoop-de-doo? That's what it is. Isn't it good to go within? Isn't going within nice? Ooh, I hear Pisces has. She said you haven't even you've got abilities that you haven't even unlocked yet. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, if you're triggering demons to eat, chances are there's, going to stand down, Earth Angel. It's not time to fight. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? And, I've already unlocked abilities that cause, bilingual Catholics to forget what fucking language to pray in. So it's what it is. What are the intentions? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Looks like that left-hand path is kind of full. Are they overloaded with treats? Are they overloaded with treats? Has God stepped in and overloaded the left-hand path? It's okay. Confirmation. I hear there was some satanic cult activity, 1205. That's what it is. That's Pisces with God and change, baby. It's just what it is. What do we need to be aware of? Ooh, the straight jacket. I hear there's going to be some older individuals losing their minds. They will need to be committed. They will be a danger to themselves and others. They will not be able to carry out their already the duties that they are supposed to carry out in a sane fashion. It's just what it is. I would think anyone that was admittedly going to hell, that's a leader that's just going to take you straight to hell. I can't do anything about that. That's impeachment. I would think. I don't care. I don't follow politics. I don't give a shit. But when I see a crown activation, when tarot is talking about the halo activations, the game-changing higher consciousness. That's not God putting a ring on your finger, bitch. That's one putting on your head. That's what it is. So that is a gift from God that you have a world leader pointing at, talking about being the low man on the totem pole to ascend into the heavens and the land of milk and honey is what it is. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, and they're trying to break the right hand path. Imagine that. Look at that right hand. The broken cone. Well, what is that? They were expecting the Earth Angel to just take the loss and walk away. Oh, I am theirs. I'm going to take all their losses. It's just what it is. I'm going to sit back and witness their karma, one natural disaster at a time, with a smile on my face, just because they're happiness haters and they wouldn't stop. I'm going to keep naming them things like Sit-Kin, the Great Sit-Kin Island. When I wake up and hear that family, communities were trying to unalive an Earth Angel for money, and then the next thing in the algorithm is the Great Sit-Kin Island volcano. Well, that would be great, Scott. Sitting the kin on an island somewhere in Alaska, ship their ass to Alaska. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And what is the lesson in that? The goddess INFJ Hestia fought with volcanoes. Ooh, the hermit. That's what we need to explore. I hear that hermit is having issues. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about these readers talking about Earth Angel sacrifice matching up to my temperance and my sun sign, and then these individuals all across Tarot land coming out of the mouths of these beautiful tarot readers. Whether you can see them or not, their gifts are beautiful. But coming out of their mouths is an energy that is in my reviews. And to have those energies be rejected, sent packing, thrown on the Great Sit-Kin Island volcano, to have those energies tossed to the side because they were given the 5-star review advice. They gave the advice to themselves and then chose demonic asshat behavior over the work. They didn't want to do the work. It's a whole lot easier to just steal. It's just what it is. And knowing that demon has now been triggered and will be feeding on those backdrop people. It's a karmic happiness hater meal. It's just what it is. Please drive through. Please drive through. Healers heal. I don't determine if I'm triggering a demon. It's probably getting some healing. It's just going to eat them alive. It's how do you eat that elephant in the room? One bite at a time. And you've got them running on demon energy? Okay, cool. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that's a them problem. That is a them running on demonic, and now the light has irritated them. Oh, that means that demon's irritated. It's just eating them alive. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. But when she says zombie apocalypse energy in the cards, I said that shit last year, before the first year. I said that shit last summer. Why did I say that? Because I already knew that if you've got energies escaping from underground due to the Schumann resonance raising of the earth, go to the Schumann resonance. When you see those white fucking spikes, okay, cool. There's no shadow in those white spikes. Cool. Where does that shadow energy go? Right? Water is dense. Density holds energy. You've got a bunch of dense humans running around. Right? They're cursing their water. They have cursed themselves and all involved. They're at a lower vibrational frequency that is going to match lower vibrational energies. Fear, rage, paranoia. Okay, great. Those energies are not going to survive the acclimation of the earth as it raises. Simple enough. Simple enough. Did they raise their vibration? No. Cool. They didn't acclimate to the changing weather. What are these dark forces going to do? That energy has to have somewhere to go. It's called a fucking entity attachment for a reason. We learned to see energy in the air and activated our astral sight so that we could deter ourselves from having to deal with these astral entities. Simple enough. There's been too much research done on it for people to... They hate the fact they didn't do the work, and then they want to lie and say, you're crazy, when they have no class and can't read. That's a lot of the embarrassment that I'm sure is in the cards. Is people running around, oh, that person's absolutely nuts, and they can't fucking read. They can't pull off a robbery, but yet they can create enough robbery vibration in a community trying to rob Master Lowe that now you got Rob Lowe, a big name in entertainment, coming to that community. Like the law of vibration has created a cause and effect for correspondence. The Queen of Spokes. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. Queen of Spokes. Right? Truth is all coming out. Okay, great. That means everything's going to change. When that truth comes out, that means everything's going to change. So what is my concern? The energy in the cards. If that is true, that you had corrupt officials that were waiting until someone needed their assistance before they were going to appear and abuse their power with some fucking kind of cockamamie story, great. That now has those public officials in fear, a lower vibration. There's no fucking, it's what it is. Either that or they have no fucking conscience and they're absolute psychopaths. Okay, great. Whatever. And you're going to have a body jumper that has already been identified repeatedly by multiple readers that don't know each other. That's how I determine validity. When they're describing the same thing, just like Dolores Cannon wrote 20 books with thousands of people. If I have 10 people fucking explain this to me, they're going to explain 10 different versions of this right here, but the end result is always the fucking same. Oh, they're explaining a lamp. Simple enough. Simple enough. Oh, there's 10 different people explained this. 10 different ways. The end result, when you figure out what the fuck those 10 people were describing, it's always the same thing. 10 people with 10 different perceptions of one thing described the same thing. Wow! You got 10 different explaining the same thing. They described the same thing. 10 people described the same thing. It was one thing 10 people described. I can flip it around any way I want to. Doesn't change the fact of the end result. 20 people. It's like playing telephone. Hey, and then they go and then they go and then they go. It doesn't matter. There was one thing said. By the time it gets to the end, it's an elephant in the room. Queen of Spokes. Having so much fun with this. It's what it is. From Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day to sit the kin down on a fucking volcano Thursday. It's just what it is. The Queen of Spokes in the upright position, guided by her intuition and deeply linked to the psychic world. 11 is a dynamic representation of the Queen of Spokes. When she comes to you, it's to help you recognize your strength. This queen rules with love, both for herself and others. And that's the thing. Hungry demons inside of a human need unconditional love and healing too. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. It's just what it is. Fucking thank you. Please drive through. I hope they eat them alive. It's what it is. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. They were on demon time. Cool. Demons are on demon time too. That's what it is. And fucking all it does is show these girls' predictions. We're right on the money. All those things that these spiritual haters hate. You can't hate something unless you love it. That's what it is. They hate the fact they didn't do the work. They hate the fact they didn't develop those abilities. They hate the fact that they shoulda, woulda, coulda. and is driving you to protect your friends, especially those who can't take down the same kind of monsters as you can. So I hear there's an earth angel out there slaying demons. Is that true? Where is this earth angel that's slaying demons? That's a pretty significant energy. All by themselves? They're doing that shit all by themselves? That's what it is. Throw the kin on the volcano. It's a little Borat for you. Simple enough. Throw the demons down the well. 7 of scoops. The 7 of scoops. And you got to think, demonizing Christ consciousness by Hollywood. It's the most racist shit they could have ever. It's the most sacrilegious, fucking blasphemous thing they could have ever done. I don't care. I don't give a shit. That's what it is. And I don't care. I really just don't give a shit. I really don't. However, now that everything's backfiring on, oh, we don't know what to do. Cool, that's a we problem. We is not me. Having so much fun with this. The 7 of scoops in the upright position. Look at that left-hand path getting weighed down. Is your sailor hat throwing off your game? Come on, Popeye. Fucking get with it. Eat your spinach. Come on, vegan. Vegans, shut the fuck up. Blocking your most important asset. Didn't I say that this morning? Yeah, I did. It's in my short. Kind of hard to be an asset when you got readers calling you asshats. It's just what it is. You can't be an asset when you're an asshat. Fucking asshats. Asshats need love too. Fucking that demon that's eating them through and through. Maybe, but maybe you're pushing just a little too hard. Are you worried that everything you're doing will go unnoticed? It's valid to desire recognition for your efforts, but you are being encouraged to slow down, practice mindfulness, and take some time to appreciate where you are, even if it means wearing a dorky hat. Oh, are they wearing a volcano on Sit-Kin Island like a big dunce cap? Is that what it is? Did they try to sacrifice an earth angel and then God took a volcano and put it on their fucking head like a dunce cap? It's just what it is. Even if it means wearing a dorky hat in Alaska. Fucking the Great Sit-Kin Island. That's better. That's better than Nova Scott IA. That's much better than No-Go Scott IA. There will be no going of Scott IA. It's just what it is. There is no-go me IA. No-go me missing in action. It was no-go attacking the Earth Angel missing in action yesterday to the Great Sit-Kin Island volcano. It gets better and better and better. I'm having so much fun. Even if they have to wear a dorky hat. Even if they got to wear a fucking volcano like a dunce cap. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. The King of Dice is what it is. Freaking, you can't have that many readers saying every time these dark rituals fucking against an earth angel happen that something fucking bad happens on the planet. And I'm getting Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day, the devil working through Pisces, toxic X on Father's Day. I bet that is destroying some marriages. I'm wonder about this. This one's got the fucking devil working through her. Ooh, she was with Pisces. Oh. And you have to assume the negative shit they say about me. I'm a human lie detector, and I only put up with so much. That INFJ door slam, that fucks people up for lifetimes. Ask all these past life energies. I hear they were competing for something that they were able to pull off in a past life that they've now failed miserably this lifetime. Imagine that. Imagine that. It's just what it is. Fucking ship them all to the Great Sit-Kin Island. Past life soulmates, ship them to the Great Sit-Kin Island. Let him go wear the fucking volcano like a dunce cap. Oh, this is so much fun. And probably not for the people experiencing the natural disasters, but we did tell these fucking covens and cults to stop. They didn't want to stop. Okay, great. We're not going to stop fucking having fun with it. Laughter's just the best medicine. I hear God always gets the last laugh right after the Great Sit-Kin Island volcanoes placed on these karmics' heads. We picked the world up and dropped dunce cap on your fucking head. King of Dice. Go Lil Wayne. Some Lil Wayne fan. And when I hear that, Pisces, you've got these people nervous. I wouldn't be nervous. I would fucking remove all the fear out of this situation. That's how that djinn takes possession. Imagine that. Fucking what comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. You would have to go talk to the people that fucking care. I just don't care. I cared when I said so. Keep that in mind. When I said it was happening, that's when I cared. Now that it's happening, nope, don't care. Sorry. I cared when I said something. You should have listened then. You should have listened when I cared. Now that it's happening, we don't care. We just don't care. So sorry. King of Dice in the upright. The King of Dice is a lesson in power. How will you wield yours? Victor Creel was the victim of unchecked power, leaving him wrongfully accused and imprisoned for crimes he didn't commit. When the King of Dice rolls into your reading, it suggests approaching your situation with logic, checking your emotions, and seeking expert opinions if needed. Yeah, good, great. So we've got war angels and the destruction that follows in the cards, along with one of my mediums seeing a ship being boarded. Now, to have the reader pick that up, the medium have a vision of the ship being reboarded with her fucking world-renowned abilities in the group that I attended. Okay, great. So we've got all that. We've got all that settled. All right. What do I find? So I tell them, hey, this was in a reading earlier. You just had this vision in our class. We're taking class. We have class. So now you're having this vision in our class. I just heard this reading. It's the same situation with my client whose daughter is locked up. So I do the same thing that worked last time, not expecting a different result. I get the same result every time. It works. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. You just keep doing the same shit that works. And the group leader said, that's pretty synchronistic. That's what I go for. I go for that show. Oh, fuck. That's what I go for. I find a lot of value in that. I just do. I find a lot of value. Shock value, that's the best. It's priceless. The look on their face is always the best. Fucking shit's priceless. You can't put a price on that. It's pretty good. Yeah. So then what do we find next? Dr. Abby Loeb. Not Master Lowe, Dr. Abby Loeb. With Harvard on Fox fucking News talking about what? A spaceship that they have found in fucking deep space heading this way. Interesting. It's a whole new world. With fucking readers talking about Pisces, they're coming. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Did the Earth Angel have to phone home? Did the Earth Angel have to phone home? Now you got volcanoes and all that shit. It's just what it is. We've got an iron chariot coming from fucking Abby Loeb's outer fucking space. It's what it is. And she said Project Bluebeam. The first thing I thought was, hey, it's what it is. It sure is fucking synchronistic, and all of our intuition has been blocked because of it. So it's what it is. We're pretty good at pinpointing shit, and we can't. It's what it is. It's called God's fucking sneak attack. Pisces ancestors love sneak attack. I heard that yesterday and I thought, I wonder if that has anything to do with Avi Loeb and his fucking. We have found us a nuclear powered fucking meteorite coming this way. Simple enough. Who knows? I don't care. I'm more worried about the fucking body jumpers on the ground. I've got evidence of those. I've got experience with those. We have techniques to protect us from those. We use those techniques on a daily basis. Guess what? They work. You can't fucking make a class about this shit. People getting the results from the class start talking about these things and then go, oh, no, they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, well, yeah, there's a class you can pay for that chances are little Miss I can't fucking believe they couldn't afford to have class. They want shit done for free. And it's just not how it works. That's just not how it works. I'm sorry. We can't believe that. It's because you have no class. We couldn't afford the class. That's why you don't have any. Doesn't fucking mean it doesn't exist. There's a whole complete different reality over there of educated people. Imagine that. Imagine that shit. People with the abilities from the development class. You go to the class to develop your abilities. And now people with no abilities are hating on you because you have developmental classes to develop your fucking abilities. Imagine that. Imagine that shit. What a fucking quinky dink. You have this over here, and then you've got fucking a clown circus. Oh, we're just right. Oh, what do we do? Well, you should have had class. We couldn't afford the class. No, and are putting up front men that can't fucking read to rob. A whole community is in fucking Rob Lowe vibration. And you got kid. That's Sit-Kin on a fucking island energy right there. So much fun with this. And you got to think, fucking all of this is being planned out. It's being orchestrated for a reason. It's divinely orchestrated. Imagine trying to explain any of this to a fucking halfwit that would abuse their power. They can't figure it out. Cool. Now fucking what comes around goes around. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Oh my God, that shit's there. Well, yeah, fucking seeking you shall find. Look under a rock, fucking Lowe or Lobe or something's there. Sit-Kin, fucking look under that volcano. Chances are we set some kin there. Sit the fuck down. You could have sat on the bench before we put you on an island with a volcano. Looking like a dunce cap. Hey, look at that shit. Wearing the fucking funny dunce cap. Looks like a volcano to me. But we wanted the treats. Nope. You got the dunce cap. The 5 of scoops. You may think things can't get any worse. Perhaps you've been forced to take a job at the mall instead to go to college. As demeaning as your current circumstances may feel, hope is there if you are willing to seek it. Seeking you shall find. Try to take a step back and examine how you're handling your current loss. With a fucking from ear to ear, baby. I'm handling that shit like been afflicted from Boiler Room. I've got the abilities. I've got every toy you can possibly fucking imagine. The whole spectrum of Claire's. Are you focusing more on what's missing than what you have? Pull yourself out of the negativity and shift your attention to how you can get things back on track. Well, I would fucking 144 from the stars last night said God was going to swoop down with a blessing as they were planning something else, and it was going to be like the 4th of July blowing up in their face. I thought it was going to be Nova Scott IA. in flames in Canada. But nope. That was for Andy playing with the devil in Canada. No. That was for the Gemini Andy playing with the devil in Canada. That's what No-Go Scott IA was all about. That's Canada's backfire. No. The family, God sent the family to the coldest place on earth in Alaska for volcano season. It's just what it is. The Great Sit-Kin Island. Make this shit up any better if I try. Either the government's fucking with us, or that shit's there. It's just what it is. I screenshotted it. Looks like it's there. It's on my community page. And Facebook. It's just what it is. We want to face the book at this point. It's fucking what comes around goes around, right? When the INFJ, they make memes about how we do 6 impossible things before breakfast. Okay, great. So if you're trying to explain these things to someone else who doesn't fucking care, who does not understand, they're going to try to medicate you. Okay, great. Now they want to get high on their own supply at this point. I promise you. That's what it is. They got the Harvard doctor fixing their frontal lobe. They've got the Great Scott sitting his kin on an Alaskan island with a volcano. I hear they tried to attack an Earth Angel and fucking now natural disasters are happening all over the place. Is that true? It's what they say. It's what they say. I don't know. Who are they? We don't know how we're going to get out of this. Fuck, I don't know how you're going to get out of a volcano eruption either. Especially one named the Great Sit-Kin Island. That's just where you sit the kin down, I guess. That's the dunce cap they get to wear for being stupid. To fucking play stupid games, win stupid prizes. What is your prize today? The Great Sit-Kin Volcano eruption. The Hermit in the Upright. There's something to be said for inner exploration. And no one knows that better than 11 when she needs to traverse the vast terrain of her mind. She turns to a quiet place, free from distractions. You have reached a pivotal moment in your life where you are craving a new direction, reevaluating your priorities, and examining your relationships. And it's time to close off the outside world and be at peace with your thoughts. Simple enough. Your thoughts control reality. Simple enough. Simple enough. You can't have these readers picking up energies around the temperance sun. The shit's in my review. They can't get out of the fucking natural disasters they caused, just like I can't get out of them being in my reviews. These people that they're talking about in Tarotland, causing all the fucking problems, gave me a review. What does that mean? They still got rejected. You give me a fucking review all day long. If I can't work with the Scorpio death energy in Italy, who was telling me all the problems she was having from fucking witchcraft backfiring on her. You got the mafia all off in the cards around. Hey, Vinny, there's this glowing earth angel. Let's go take a hit out on him, huh? That's what it is now. You can go find the fucking Italian Scorpio death energy in my reviews and take your ass to Italy and suck the water off the country. How's that sound there, Vinny? On your way back, stop in Alaska and dip your head in the Sit-Kin volcano. Namaste.